Hey you guys, I'm here with Honor Blue. We are here at the Laura Pels Theater. To start off, talk to me about what it's been like doing Joy. I had the privilege of seeing you in Joy last night, and you and this cast were just fantastic. What has it been like being in previews here at Joy?
It's been such a phenomenal experience. I've really learned a lot. I've never been a part of a show where I've gotten to have previews and then open later. It's been such a good experience for me to be able to stay in check the whole time, because you have to come into rehearsal like knowing there can be new pages, there can be a new song, there can be a new number. And it's really good for you, I feel like, to constantly have to come into rehearsal being your best version of yourself. So I've learned a lot.
What has that been like, having pages thrown at you in the middle of previews and having things change all the time?
Yes.
What has that been like for you?
It's been really exciting. I think it's like a little nerve-wracking because you're like, what if I mess it up? But you can't really think about that. You sort of just have to take the changes and consume it as much as you can and just do your best.
Yes. So. I love that. So you play Christy in the show.
I do.
Tell the audience about Christy, this character that you play in Joy.
I love Christy. I first did a reading in October of 2024, and that's when I first read the script. And it's been amazing to see how it's evolved from then to now.
Yeah.
And I love Christy. I love that she has a very deep story. She's not just sassy teenager. She's hurting, and that's why she's kind of treating her mom that way. And I think she has a really good arc, so really love her.
Yeah, and you mentioned your mom. Your mom in this show is played by Tony nominee Betsy
Yes.
Wolfe. I love Betsy. What has it been like
too.
working with Betsy in the rehearsal room and truly creating that family that's on stage?
I have learned so much from Betsy. I feel like since we started rehearsals to now, the amount of information and just watching her and how she comes into rehearsal every day and how she takes the changes and everything, she just handles it all with such grace. And I feel like it's been an acting workshop for the whole summer so far. So it's been amazing to get to work next to her.
Is there a memory, I know you guys haven't been doing this for too long, but is there a memory you have yet with Betsy that will always stick out to you?
Let me think. I feel like there was this one time we were doing a pizza playbill signing party, and her daughter Poppy was here, and we were sitting at a table and we were sort of coloring together, and I really got to bond with her daughter. And Betsy came over and she told me, she was like, she loves you guys. Aww. And that was really exciting and special to me, because it's just seeing the relationship between her real daughter and then how loving she is, and just how much she reflects that love to me too. She's really taken me under her wing and taught me so much. So yeah.
Yeah, talk to me more about Christy. What's cool about this show is that it's a true story.
Yes,
some of the things that happen in this show actually happen. What has it been like finding Christy for yourself? I know the actual real Joy has been in the room.
Yes.
Have you had any conversations with her? Talk to me about that.
I have, and I've met Christy as well, and she's been so kind to me. I think it's so cool to get to work on a musical that's based on a true story. I've never done that before, so it's really cool to get to make the character your own, but also sort of do your research and see how that person reacts to things and acts about things. So it's been really special.
Absolutely. Now I know aside from theater, you do a lot of cool things like voiceover work and television work. Talk to me about all the different things you do, and then what it's been like doing this show off Broadway in particular.
Yes, well, I do voiceover work, and I'm also a competitive gymnast. So that has been sort of a really cool balance to see how that works. I've been doing gymnastics since I was 18 months old. My mom kind of stuck me in a class and I stuck with it. So it's been sort of a challenge seeing which one I learn and grow to actually pursue. But I go to professional children's school, and that has helped so much, because the school is designed for kids that do anything professional, whether it's sports or television or theater or hockey. We have an equestrian in my class.
Yeah.
So there's tons of things, and if it weren't for that school, I wouldn't be able to do both. So it's been really exciting.
For me, whenever I see young people like myself in the theater, I think they're the coolest people, because we have a different experience. Oftentimes we're the youngest in the room.
Yes.
What has that been like for you, being one of the youngest in the room, doing a off-Broadway show?
It's been such it's very interesting to see how it is to be the only kid in the room, because I feel like everyone in the cast has just like, they treat me just the same and they're so kind to me. And I do think it's interesting to be like a child actor, because I was talking about this earlier. I feel like sometimes I forget that it's a job and like you get paid to do it, because I'm just having fun and just like telling someone's story. And so it's a really cool, and then I love that like theater and acting, it teaches you how to be a presence in a room and how to talk to people and ask really good questions, and also just to be consuming information with learning new lines and learning music. It just teaches you lots of life skills that are really important. So there's lots of things you can take away from being a child actor.
Yeah, being one of the youngest, I have to imagine that the backstage area is a ton of fun. Talk to me about what it's like backstage for Joy the Musical.
It's very, very fun. Actually, we did an Oreo taste test like 3 days ago, and Anna, my guardian, she bought like, I think like it was like 12 flavors of Oreos. We had like Java chip, like tiramisu, like all sorts of crazy fun Oreos. And it was so fun because we had them by the sound area, and it was like hilarious to see people walk by and they would like kind of look, and then it'd be like, are you gonna get this one? And then it'd spark conversations of like, ooh, did you like that? No, I didn't, but I did like this. Well, do you like that? So it was like very cool and fun. And just the energy backstage, everyone's always very excited.
Yeah, I have to brag, I love Anna as well. I've known Anna since I was, I think 11 or 12 years old, and she's just the best. But that brings me to my next question. What is it like working with professionals in this industry like Lauren, like Anna, like people like, Ken and Anne-Marie, all these people who have worked in the industry for so long? What is it like having them in the room with you as well?
It's so inspiring too, just to see how their careers have started and where they are now. Like, they've been in this business for so long, and with me sort of just starting out, it's so great to see like how they handle things and like how they deal with the changes, and like just how inspiring in their work is too. Like, they're constantly just wanting to make it better and better and better. And I think every time they make changes, it's so much better. So it's been really, really exciting to get to work alongside them.
Yeah, Joy, I feel like it's just a big ball of joy. I mean, even look at all the merch of the marketing, it's just bright yellow and purple. And right now, times are so hard, you know? And there's so many shows in New York about all these different sad things, but you come to Joy and you have an amazing time. What is it like doing a fun show like Joy?
I think it's so exciting because last night, actually, one of my friends and her mom, they came to see the show, and her mom was sitting there and she was like, it just makes me want to go in my living room in the middle of the night and make something. And I think that's how everyone feels when they leave the show. They feel like inspired, like they want to go accomplish something really special. And I love that. I love that I get to work on something that makes people happy and makes them feel like empowered, especially just with the times like right now. I think it's so important, and the story we're telling is really important. So.
Yeah, I have two more questions for you.
Yes.
Have you ever in your life had a moment where you felt like joy, where you just wanted to create something? I'm sure as someone in the arts, you've had those moments. Talk to me about those moments.
Well, okay, so I originally am from Alabama, and we lived on a farm there. I've lived here for 3.5 years now. And my mom was an actor, and my dad worked here, so I was always sort of back and forth when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I lived on a farm, which is like I got the best of both worlds. And my little brother, Ever, we lived there, and it was like we would go on these adventures, and we would like pack a backpack with snacks and water bottles, and we would make like maps and things, and we'd make like treasure hunts and all that stuff. And I think that's something that I was like really inspired about when I was little. So I think that's something I can relate with Joy.
I love that.
Just feeling that excitement.
Absolutely. And then lastly, why should audiences come and see Joy the Musical?
I think you should come to see Joy because you want something that is happy and that is inspiring, and you want to feel empowered, especially like with times right now. You want to come see a show that just makes you feel happy and excited about life.
Thank you so much, Honor, for chatting with me today. You guys have to come catch Honor, enjoy a new true musical here at the Laura Pels Theater until August 17th.